Namaskar. I'm sincerely happy that my book is being published today in Kerala, called Shame Again. It is a sequel of Shame, which was published 16 years ago in Bangladesh and since then has been banned in Bangladesh. I feel ashamed that no one who has been fighting in that country for freedom of expression has ever filed a case against the banning. I came from a majority community and I defended the minority community in Bangladesh. The book was a fight for secularism and for true democracy. The book was a cry for a society in which nobody would be oppressed because of his or her religious beliefs. The book was for humanism. But the irony is that the book was not supported by the very people who came from the majority community and who defended the minority community in India. We who came from a Muslim community and who are fighting without compromise for a secular humanism and risking our lives confronting Islamic fundamentalists should have been supported by the leftists, progressive, socialist organizations. But unfortunately, they have not been supporting us. They have not tried to secularize a deeply religious, backward society. My enemy's enemy is my friend. This theory does not work anymore. We need to be aware of the basic conflict and take a side. There is a conflict, of course. The conflict is between secularism and fundamentalism, not between Hinduism and Islam. The conflict is between rational logical thinking and irrational blind faith, between modernism and anti-modernism, between innovation and tradition, between reason and barbarism, between the people who value freedom and who do not. Shame was a documentary novel, but it was also political. This book, the second part of Shame, is entirely non-political. It is about relationship, love, hate, confusion, consciousness, frustration, psychological problems, self-esteem, etc. The first part of the book took place in Bangladesh, and I, as a writer, followed the characters of the fictional story into the West Bengal part of India where they settled. The sequel, Shame Again, is published for the first time in the Malayalam language. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Krishna Das ji from Green Book Publishing House for his kindness in publishing my book. Normally, my books are published first in the original language and then are translated into other languages. But there is no publisher in Bengal who would publish this book. Not only this book, but also no other books of mine. I have unwillingly become an untouchable in my beloved Bengal. Not only am I the victim of politics, I am a victim of banning and censorship too. I am not only banished from Bengal, I am banned and blacklisted too. My books are banned by the government in Bangladesh, and no publisher dares to publish my books there. Similarly, publishers are afraid of publishing my book in West Bengal. No Bengali newspaper editors publish my articles. I'm truly banned in the entire society where I rightfully belong. For a writer, this is a veritable death threat. My experience has been that I received initial support when the fundamentalists issued the fatwa against me, either that of they attacked me physically, but I lost almost all support when the government turned against me. One day, I still believe I will be allowed to live in India. I still believe that India, unlike Bangladesh, will triumph over fundamentalism. I still believe that I will find shelter there. The love and affection of Indians is my true shelter and solace. I still believe I will be able to spend the rest of my life in India, my adopted country. I treat India as my own. If I am finally thrown out of India, if the decision about me is not changed by the government of India, if the door of India is permanently shut for me, this would amount to the cold-blooded murder of my most cherished ideals, perhaps a fate far worse than I could meet at the hands of any fundamentalist. I have nowhere to go, no country or home to return to. All my belongings are in India. India is my country, my home. How much more sadness will I be forced to endure at the hands of fundamentalists and their political allies for the crime of daring to articulate the truth? If the subcontinent turns its back on me, I have nowhere to go, no means to survive. Even after all that has happened, I confidently believe, I still dream, that for a sincere, honest, secular Bengali writer, India is the safest refuge, the only refuge. But in another way, India is nothing but a land to me, one without courageous Indians. I know that ordinary people in India stand beside me. Even though I'm truly homeless, living out of a suitcase in the West, since I was forced to leave India, I have a home that consists of a family of people, men as well as women, who bravely oppose the forces of darkness and ignorance. That constitutes my true home. The hearts of people are my home and my nation, my only safe haven, my shelter and my refuge. There is no place in this wide world that I can call my home, but you who support me, sympathize with me, express solidarity with me, you, every last one of you are my home, my country. Thank you very much.